Number one, it is a faith that is seen. Kids as well as people have computer processors in their head, which records everything they see and hear. You can jump and shout in church all you want, but if anybody know you saved, y'all ain't saying nothing. Your kids know if you saved or not. Hello, somebody. Paul certainly affirms this when he says, I can clearly recall your sincere faith. To the apostle Timothy must have exuded the qualities which were not only convincing but memorable. Paul hints that Timothy developed this type of faith only from his mother and his grandmother. So something that Timothy was given as a result of Lois and Eunice being his tutorers, teaching this young man the importance of having a genuine faith, teaching him to understand that his action speaks louder than his word, teaching him to understand that your faith must be lived out before people. There's a deep need existing today for young men and women to have an honest and genuine, sincere faith. To speak more plainly, they need to see authentic faith. That's faith which controls every part of one's life. Not just when you're in these four walls, but it controls your life at home, controls your life in the beauty shop, controls your life at the grocery store, at the mall, wherever you are. It controls your life. Faith is what we need to live holy in this unholy world. The old adage is true, action speaks louder than words. And even the words spoken by Augustine, he said, preach the gospel. Preach it at all times. When necessary, use words. On this Mother's Day, as we come to honor motherhood, the greatest way we can honor this divinely given task is to fulfill the responsibility to show faith alive in our lives today. I want you to understand that as Paul is recalling his thoughts, Paul clearly remembered a sincere faith. When people recall their time with you, what do they remember? Is it good or is it godly? Amen, somebody. Point number two. It is a faith that is shared. This is a truth which is taught in this text. But simply put, the sincere faith which Timothy had was a faith which first lived in his mother and his grandmother. Consider this truth. Whatever a parent puts on the top of their priority list will make a huge impact in the life of their offspring. In other words, as your children watch you and the priorities that you have, they are affected thereby. If we have faith in ourselves, so will our children. If we have faith in the God that we serve, so will our children. It is our priority to be able to walk a life of holiness before them, that they might emulate the God that we serve. Wherever we place our faith, your children will know it. For the godly mother, her faith is alive and it is transferable. Don't miss the last part of the verse, because Paul says, I am convinced that it is in you also. It is the faith which is seen and sticks in the lives of those that it is affected by. The Message Bible paraphrases this thought as the faith which is handed down from generation to generation. In the culture in which we live today, we got too many young folk who don't know how to be a mother.